What's going on, guys? So if you guys remember, about a month ago I made that video talking about the PS4 or the Omni or the Orbis, whatever they're going to call it, and about its, virtual reality headset and 3D stuff that they're going to do with it. There was an article that I got all that information from, and I'm pretty sure I linked it in the description. Now, in that same article, they talked about Microsoft as well as Nintendo. Now, with Nintendo, there was really nothing new, just a bunch of games. But with Microsoft, they talked about the Xbox 720, and it's going to be having similar to what the PS4 has with like the virtual reality 3D stuff. But the PS4 is going to be with the headset. The Xbox is going to have this stuff projected onto walls. Now, what you're watching in this video is that exact device. Microsoft just showed it off today. And I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is a gimmick, or do you guys think it's something really cool? Now, personally, I think it's a gimmick but it has potential. You know what I mean? Like when you see in parts of this video when the entire room is filled with the projection, and it seems like it's multiplying the screen by like 3 times or whatever, that could be cool. However, the problem that I have with it is that it doesn't always do that, and so sometimes it'll just have snow falling or fire or like a bullet or a flash here or there. But aside from that, like that's if they don't take the full potential of the device into account, which, as we've seen with Nintendo, that can be a problem. So that's one thing that worries me. However, the biggest problem that I have with this device is the fact that it is on walls. For example, you'll see in the video a lot of the time, it seems like desks or like books or picture frames or plants will get in the way of immersing you even more, because it's like it's all being projected around the TV, but all the furniture and everything in the room itself just gets in the way. Now, another thing that I have a question about is specifically where I have my TV. It's a 40-inch Sony, and it's in the corner of the room. And I'm just wondering, because you see in this video the wall directly behind the TV is completely flat. Now, if it's a situation like mine where the TV is in the corner of the room, will the projection not work as well? Will it kind of be a little bit off because it's in the corner? Like, with the not everything being directly flat behind the TV. I'm wondering about that first and foremost. But aside from that, like I said, all the things in the room getting in the way could detract from, the experience, reaching its full potential. So that's the biggest problem that I have with this. Now, the reason why I'm excited to see what Sony does is because, like I said, this does look like it has a lot of potential, but those other things that I mentioned just draw it back for me. And why I'm so excited for what Sony's going to do is because it's going to be a headset, so it's all going to be directly in front of you. They can do whatever they want right there in the headset, and they don't have to worry about, possibly where the TV is in the room, or if there are plants or a desk, that could detract from the experience, and all the different colors as well. Like if you have 3 different colored books that are stacked next to the TV, and there's a completely different color being projected, it can kind of throw things a little bit off. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like this could be a gimmick. Again, we don't really know everything about this or its full potential or anything, so we'll have to wait for E3. But this is I guess these are the first steps into the true next gen that we're going to find out about this year. So that's basically, I want to know, what do you guys think about this? And what do you think about what Sony's planning to do with the headset? Yeah, that's basically that. Like I said, it looks like it could do something cool, but like I said, those other things just seem to get in the way. Aside from that, there's a section in this video where the guy's playing a shooter, and there are multiple sections actually, and the TV, like the gun's on the TV, but then everything projected, it's like it's just a floating gun. You know what I mean? Like you don't see his arms being projected. You don't see the backside of the gun being projected. Nothing like that. It's just a floating gun on the TV, and everything else is like just kind of there. So I want to see if developers take everything that it can do. Maybe it could do something cool, but at this point I'm a bit hesitant about it. But that's basically that, people. Keep it frosty.